Someone asked a question in the comment. I always say that when I see question in the comment, I will always try to answer it. I know some people have put question in the comment. Maybe some of my videos you've asked a question and I haven't answered. The truth is that I haven't seen it. So don't think all that, oh, but I've asked academic buddy did not answer. I haven't seen it. Try putting it again. Maybe I'll get to see it. So this person asks, what is a research gap, academic buddy? I'm sure the person knows what a research gap is, because some people will be like, oh, so this person doesn't know what a research gap is. Some people just like things to be broken, into simple terms for them, and they will read up and it makes more sense. It becomes more clearer. I will try to break it down, a research gap, what it means. A research gap is basically what we don't really know yet, what hasn't been properly explored or studied. I said what hasn't been properly. I didn't say what has never been studied. Oh, there is difference. Or what existing research hasn't adequately explained. And please, a research gap is not you just simply saying there's limited research on this topic. That's not a research gap. You need to explain what is missing in that research and why that missing knowledge matters. For example, imagine maybe most research on circular economy adoption has focused on large companies in the UK, in Europe, in the US, Australia, but very little research has looked at how small businesses in countries like Nigeria, Ghana adopt circular economy practices. That could be a geographical gap. Or perhaps researchers have studied whether businesses adopt circular economic practices but haven't really examined how government policy influences that decision that they choose to adopt the circular economic practices. That could be a conceptual, or it could even be a contextual gap. Another example, maybe existing studies consistently find that sustainability improves business performance, but maybe very few studies report the complete results or the different results on how that has been done. That inconsistency itself can create a research gap, because we need more evidence to understand why the findings are different, why they differ. So when you're writing your literature review, don't just summarize by saying author found this, author B found this, author C found this, or found something different. You need to be able to ask, in all these three authors about this research, what is actually missing? Where do they disagree? What haven't they explained? What context haven't they considered? Maybe they have not considered the developing economies or maybe small businesses. And then your research comes in to address those gaps. Think of it this way. The literature tells us what we already know, right? The research gap tells us what we still need to know. And your study explains why you are the person trying to find that missing gap. That is what a research gap is all about. I hope that helps. I remain your favorite academic buddy, and I'll see you in my next video.